Hi. It has been a roller coaster since the last video, babe. But I'm here to say we made it. They do not want to see us winning, but we always improvise. Yeah. Yeah, babe, we've upgraded. We got a ring light now. Um, but yeah, we've been through many hurdles. A lot of stuff has happened since the video that was recorded in March, late March. You weren't crazy. You were very spot on. You just need a little bit of work, babe. And I did the hard work for us, so now we're in the future. And it's amazing, it feels great. I want to speed through this because the last video was 59 minutes long, babe. Very amateur move, so I'm trying to keep it at least 67 minutes. We'll try to speed through this. So, you're right about your assumptions, you're right about your visions, you're right about your power. Unfortunately, some things are still under observation, so we can't definitely say they are true. But it is always good to question everything because if you don't question everything, you fall for everything. And the way that we think is sometimes seen as a little bit of schizo, a little bit of mental rehabilitation vibes, but they just don't think like us. That's why they always put us in the mental hospital because they don't want our power to unleash. But we've learned to work with social norms. We've learned to manipulate the audiences. Just let's say we're in control now. They don't control. We are the main characters. They're just side characters in the show, babe. But critical points that I need to hit on. One, we've mastered magic in our way, in our form. We haven't dived too deep into it because when we do dive too deep into it, we end up studying a little too hard, practicing a little advanced magic that we're not ready for. So we're taking it all in our own time unless it is called to us directly by the deities we serve. It is worthy to note that we do serve now 22 keys, which have been logged in our ledger with our great friend Bard, as well as triple checked through Google Keep and Google Docs. So if we ever get hospitalized, we have structured timelines to show us and to show medical professionals that we are not crazy, that this is just our spiritual practice. And modern Christian society demonizes anything that doesn't worship their Lord and Savior. But the funny thing is, He created all of us, so it's kind of like they're big hypocrites. But we're not gonna hit that point. Anyway, we mastered 22 keys. Our main ones right now are Themis, the Greek goddess of law and justice. Babe, we got power of attorney, signed by a bank. Period. You did that. Pat myself on the back. Period. We're doing an investigation for dissolution on your aunt's case. We had to put a little brakes on it because CBP was crazy, girl. And that CBP gamble that we did mid-April, you weren't even thinking of that. And babe, we did that shit. We really did. We did the interview. I think I aced it. I felt great. Even if I didn't get it, I felt great. Period. And then we did the, mind you, that shit was at 6 a.m., babe. I was ready. And then we had the physical today, and then we had some other shit where they made us like look at colors and shit. Girl was super cool. Guy was super weird, but it was cool, whatever. And yeah, babe. Let's have a moment of silence for the soldier that we lost in battle to the witches. We lost Wapple, babe. I'm wearing this hat to commemorate him because I never valued him enough. I knew he was my spirit animal, he was my familiar in this timeline. And I want so bad for me to turn the tables of time, but Chronos can't make that happen. Time happens for a reason. We need to learn, and Wappo was a great spiritual animal for me. He was the one who was standing against the witches. He absorbed a lot of my diseases, a lot of my spiritual attacks. He took them upon himself to defend me. And the best I could pay him with was just wet food. At least in his last dying days, I only gave him wet food. I just wish that I could have held him longer. One thing I will tell you, future Chris, is never in your life adopt another animal. Miss Juicy is the last weakness we need. ever. And I say that sternly. And I will come and haunt you if you decide to get another pet. I swear to fucking God, I will come from the past and fucking yank your legs. Don't fucking play with me. Anyway, Papa doesn't want to see me angry or sad. He did give us a bit of his power since we did do an equivalent exchange. He carried a bit of my power, I carried a bit of his. Now I carry his ashes with me, which is his talisman. And I always carry him with me. And I swear to God, if anybody talks shit about this predator, they will die. I don't care. But yeah, another highlight is, of course, we into the full circle, babe. Dominic. Yes. The man with the magic word. Babe. We're working on it. We don't want to do a cord cutting yet, because I feel like he's not worth the candle. He's not worth the wax. He's not worth the twine, babe, if we're being honest. We're working on ourselves. The fact that I have to do a cord cutting gives him the power that says, I need power to break it. Girl, I don't. I really don't. His lost, babe. Look at me. Ring of power. Amulet of time. Wap on my familiar spirit. Chain to control the lustful energy and honor of the goddess. Oh God, sorry. I'm the goddess. The god of the wild, Pan. He is my lover. He's my beloved. He's my man. And you know, he fucks good. What can I say? Yes, we do fuck. We do fuck entities. We do fuck spirits, but we only consecrate our rituals to Pan because it's a long story, but we'll save it for another story time. Long story short, we gave those feelings to Pan, and he fucked the shit out of me, and he made me forget him. And I mean, Pan gets me, you know. He did the same thing with the river nymph and bound her to the flute, just like I did to Dominic. So, he gets it. He gets it. Sometimes I do think it's good to remember the past, you know. He was great. He was great. I've done some shadow work. I've walked in the past, walked through the memories that I have with him. And honestly, I deserve better. Let's be honest. If I'm over here pulling his pants down, kissing his dick, blessing him, in my mind, blessing him with wealth, prosperity, protection for his daughter, for his family, blessing his walk. When I swallowed his seed, that life force, that essence, I wasn't selfish with it. I didn't let it go to waste. I ate it because I wanted to feel his power, and in return bless him for allowing me to absorb his power. You know? I don't owe that man anything. If anything, cutting me out of his life was the worst mistake. Who's gonna protect you now? Not me. Like Shaka Khan said, I can cast a spell with secrets you can't tell. Mix a special brew, put fire inside of you. But he's not worth it, babe. And we gave him test after test. Like, if you really wanted to, right? We're even going to the gym, babe. Getting the gym body back, ass fat, titties out. You know, we're just feeling good. We're seeing snacks at the gym. And yes, I'm still me. I'm not scared of being fruity. I'm not scared of being real. Because just like that, I can be a real pig. We know. It's easy. But I just like being like this because I'm paving the way for the other sassy girls that want to be themselves. Yeah, we got hands too, bitch. Period. Come post up. I'm wanting to die, babe. I want to die. What's up? When a bitch wants to die, they ain't got shit to lose, babe. I already lost my cat. That's the only thing that was keeping me sane and human, babe. Come. What you got, a blade, babe? It's okay. Let's see who faster. Let's see if I snatch that blade, slice your throat. Let's go. Manda.
Si querés, voy a comprar la tarjeta, compramos un crédito tal.
¿Si quieres?
¿Ah? Vamos a la tarjeta. No, la tarjeta. Porque ya tenemos, sí.
Sí. A little intermission. We're gonna edit that out. My dad already knows that I'm a little weird. Just weird in itself because, mind you, that I've been openly practicing my craft. Candles, spiritual baths, invoking spirits, calling the corners. I celebrated Beltane for the first time this year. 2026 was my first Beltane, and I didn't use it for power. I didn't use it to curse enemies. I used it to make sure that my Wapo had a successful crossing into the spirit realm. And I called on my 22 keys to help him cross. A lot of people see that as the weirdest way to release energy on Beltane, because Beltane's supposed to be invoking power, setting up for solstice, but I wanted to do what I do on the Chaos Witch because I'm crazy. And I just want to make sure my cat was good. And I felt like they helped him cross. But yeah. So Dominic is, I mean, we still think of him, let's be honest, but babe, as soon as I find another man worthy to lay with me and Pam, babe, I'm kind of scared though, because Pam wants a girl, but like, I'm not really into pussy, girl. And I don't drink, so he needs to like, I mean, maybe I eat her ass. I don't know. But if her pussy stank, I'm sorry. I'll be like, babe, let's go get some Summer's Eve. I don't know, take a bath, let it soak out, wash out the something, girl. I don't know. But I hate stanky pussy, bitch. Like when a bitch sit down and they smell like air, that smell like fish. Girl, I don't know. Go see your gynecologist, babe. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, we've come a long way, and the reason I'm recording this is because my mother comes back tonight, and allegedly, I do still have slight, how can I say it? Slight ideas or possible things that might lead me to believe that she is a witch. It's a lot of observations that I have to do now. We don't just call on visions. We don't receive just visions. We observe, analyze, and test them. And even if you do see visions, not all your visions need to come true, babe. It doesn't mean you can't see visions. It just means that maybe you're picking up on other frequencies. Maybe your frequency was off and you need to perfect your craft. That's the whole point. That's why it's called the craft, because you're working on it, babe. You don't just start the craft and know all the masteries now. You have to train, you have to put in the time, you have to meditate. You have to test what works out for you and your spirit, for your frequency. And mine is being super observant. I take all these visions and I process them in my mind, and I take them as an observation initially, and if any social cues or environmental cues pop up, I add to the ledger, and then once I have enough information to back up this vision, then if something triggers a reaction in me, or a reaction in the environment immediately around me, then I can take the possibility of the probability of the vision becoming true into factual reality. But yeah. So I do believe it's going to be very interesting when she does arrive. I won't let her shake my power though. I have a fire in my eyes now. And I'm ready. I really am. But yeah, so I'm excited. I just want to tell you, girl, this is Chris from the future. Well, technically from the past, however you're looking at this. But I just want to tell you, I'm very proud of you. Love yourself. You are a powerful warlock. You are a powerful wizard. You are a powerful magician. You are the wielder of the 22 keys in the spirit for your own soul. You may not have friends. You may not have counsel. You may have lost your familiar. You still have Miss Juicy though. She in training though. She was a free spirit, but now she got a clock here. You know, baby steps with her. But you are powerful. You are a magnet of masculine and feminine divine in one. You don't need men's approval. You don't need to lay with a man to feel pleasure now. You just invoke Pan. Let him have his way with you. Instead of changing power for selflessness, or power for feeling humiliated or feeling shame, you exchange it with a god, a primordial fire lord that was here before the beginning of time. You know? And now you have your tree friends. Tell the trees, talk to your trees, babe. Never forget your trees. Wherever you are, make friends with a tree. Because when you feel very overwhelmed, just hug them and kiss them and they'll take care of you wherever you are. Never forget the trees. Because they're your only friends. The ones who won't talk bad about you, the ones who will actually ground their roots around you, feel your frequency, and hug you with the wind, babe. Just remember, you don't need a man. You don't need to suck dick to feel powerful. You don't need to let a man fuck you to feel powerful. They feel powerful because they're feeding on your energy. Remember that, because they're nobody. They don't even know the basis of magic. Oh, not a car crash almost happening. Period. Yeah, babe. It's because you're just powerful like that. When they laid with you, when they tasted the power that you bring, you blessed their life unknowingly. That's why they always came back, or that's why they only saw you once. But we already called our power back. So now they're waiting for me to log on to the app. But I will be a ghost in the machine, never to be seen again. Period. But it's great. It really is great. I mean, we're great. We're singing. We have a flute now, and his name is Dominic because we bound him to the flute, following in our daddy's footsteps. Because Pan was like, "What are you gonna name it?" And then, out of curiosity, the name just slipped out. And you know, when you're talking to deities, you gotta be very careful because they kind of trick you. But I think he knew what he was doing. He wanted me to have like the same vibe. Period. And I agree with him. You know, like I said, very masculine entity. Decides to jump into me here and there. And sometimes I do come off a little bit masked when he's inside me at the gym. But he knows what he signed up for when he decided to work with me. And, you know, he knows that my tastes are more on the other side of the spectrum than his is. But he doesn't discriminate, but he does have his preferences, obviously, women. But when you lay with a man, you take their power. That same masculine energy that drives him, I fuel by taking it from another man. And that's why he likes me, because I think differently. I create rituals where someone thinks, oh, I'm just drinking coffee. No. This is a concoction, a brew, to sharpen my mind and my spirit. If I breathe my life into it, it's now my witch's brew. Magic has always been overcomplicated, but magic is in the eyes, the power of the wielder. And see, we don't think very conventionally. We don't follow guidebooks or spellbooks. If we do, it gets interesting. But we just use intention, spirit, and imagination. And we rely on our deities to give us signs and teach us. Which is crazy in itself, because usually, you know, out of respect, you do it for deities. You study, you respect, you know, but they see my suffering, they see my pain, they seen the time loop that I was stuck in, and they reached out their hand and they're like, babe, let me help you. Which was crazy because I serve a lot of deities from a lot of different religions, and I think some of them are close, but at the end of the day, I have no friends, so who the fuck gonna tell me? Who the fuck gonna tell me? And if they're not the deities that they say they are, well, I'm gonna still name them what they told me they are out of respect, because ain't no human bitch out here helping me. What? Yes, I light candles for them. Yes, I give them offerings. If they say their name was Hades, if they say their name was Persephone, babe, I'm gonna call you Hades and Persephone, babe. Even if that's not your name in the spirit, babe. But to me, if that's what your name is on the street out here, babe, I'm gonna respect you by the name that's on the street in the spirit, babe. And you look out for me, I look out for you. Why? Because when I had nobody on my roster, when I had nobody writing for me, these 22 spirits was like, babe, we see your pain, we see your suffering. Let us ride with you. And I was like, period. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm making pacts left and right. What's up? I'm ready to die. And they didn't let me die. You know? That's the crazy part. Is I feel more friendship and more love with spirits than I do with humans. And that's so sad. But we've come a long way, girl. We've come a long way. If we get to CBP, babe, and you're in your Glencoe, and you're in your little dorm bed thinking, why did I do this? I miss home. Babe, remember the times when you was out here, pussy popped out, drunk as fuck, getting your ass ate, and getting fucked by randos. No meaning. Numb. Giving away your power, giving away your blessings for free, feeling worthless as an exchange while these men walked out of your house blessed and prospered with the power of divine blessings. Babe, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Baby, you 30, mama. About to be 31. We still young. We still got time to bloom and prosper. Age is but a number to us. Remember, time doesn't exist for us. We got Chronos on our side. We got the grandfather clock with us, boo. Remember that. And who the fuck cares if you miss home, babe? This long overdue, babe. You were supposed to have that feeling like 5-6 years ago. You were supposed to leave the list a long time ago, babe. A long time ago. Like, wake up. Like, I'm awake now, but every time you want to regress into the past, remember that the past is just the past. There were lessons that led us to where we are. Yes, we lost everyone at Global Freight Solution. Yes, we lost everybody at Apex Logistics. Yes, we missed them. Yes, we love them. But that bridge is closed, babe. That door is closed. We applied. They didn't answer. They're cursed, actually. Why? Because we're a walking blessing. When we enter those buildings, we bless their work. We bless their business. And how are they doing now that we left? Think of it like that. Think of it like that. CBP. Watch how when you enter those doors, you'll walk with your power. And it'll be amplified because you'll have your amulet of law on your left side, babe. And we're gonna consecrate that to Themis. And they'll never know. And Themis will have a blast with me. To them, it would be, oh, use his gut. Nah, babe. Themis pointed her sword. It's that truck, babe. 30 kilos of drugs. Alright, babe. Y'all done? No, babes. We got a team on that. We ain't even got to lunch, babe. It's barely 10. What's going on in San Ysidro right now, babe? But yeah, babe. I just want to do this little video. Because I believe in myself and I believe in you. And if you're looking at this in the future and you're wondering if where you're going is right, it is, babe. It is. Just whenever you want to go back, just look at me and just see the first video we filmed and this one. See the face change. See the beauty. See the glamour. See the oppression against the blessings and workings. Don't ever let a man tell you that you are worth nothing. You bind their tongue. You bind their heart. And you just blow your breath of life and tell them to leave you alone. You're powerful, babe. And as for Dominic, if he never comes in the picture, babe, that's fine. That is completely fine. I know you just want... I know, even Pan knows. I want somebody of warm blood and bone, babe. Yes, no man of this world is gonna make me feel like how Pan makes me feel, period, point blank. But the power of having another person there, a worthy vessel to lay with me, would be the ultimate sex magic, the ultimate ceremonial ritual for me. To them, they'll lay with me. But for me, it would be a complete ceremony, consecration. To them, they'll just think I'm weird. For me, they're just a tool in my arsenal. And it is not bad for you to think like that, babe. That's how men think. Men just want one thing. Same as women sometimes. They just want one thing, release. I give them that release, but in exchange, follow my guidelines and rules and let me use you as my tool. And all I need is your dick. The instrument of life. Come on now. They just think that's a piece of me between their legs. I see it as the phallus of manifestation. When they climax, I use my magic to cast a spell using their force, and when I climax, I'll amplify it with my own life. Period. And yeah, babe, look at you. Moving up in life, getting your body, and you got your little necklace that you always wanted to get. You got your ring of power on. Unfortunately, the other ring, we lost it. But it was Solomon's supposed strongest ring, and it was just the same. This too shall pass. And every time you're happy, every time you're sad, every time you're fearful, every time you doubt yourself, remind yourself, this too shall pass. And especially, any time that you think you find love, tell yourself, this feeling, this too shall pass. And yeah, babe, we're going to the 26-minute mark. But yeah, babe, until we see each other again, love from the past, future, and the present. And yeah, babe. Oh, and we got an ocarina. Let me show it off. Hold up. It's because I have to, babe. Hurry up. This is my pride and joy. Its name is Dominic, because we bound him to our flute like Pam, period. And I was going to play a lullaby, but I'll play Dominic's song. That's a song that I dedicated to him. Yeah. Much love, babe. Much love. Blessings. Young king, queen, androgynous, babe. Period. And when you get to CBP, when you get to Georgia, babe, show these youngsters how old bitch OG still got it. And if you sleep with them, make sure to do it all within protocol. And make sure to do it off base. And make sure that there's wait. Hold on. Theming is saying don't do it because technically it violates the basic protocols that would be shown to you at base. So technically, don't do it. Because you'll put the jeopardy of your other officers in a bad situation, because technically you would have a bias for a specific officer, causing your judgment to be clouded. Thanks, Denise. Period. See? I guess Pan is my only man. And yeah. Love you, babe. Love yourself. I love you, Christopher. That's your name, okay? Never forget it, babe. I don't know how to wink, but you got it.